impressed you'll manage to escape. Don't point those things at me. It's dangerous. Nice to see you again, Miss Wednesday. Of the Strawhead Pirates. Monkey D. Luffy. Hey! Give me back my hat! It's quite unfortunate for you. Your log post is set to an island called Little Garden. Now give me back my hat! I'm here with an offer.
You don't get to decide where this ship goes.
How tragic. When you took the fugitive princess on board, you put a target on all your backs. Good luck.
What is up, pod people? This is another episode of Hoofhearted. I am Doc, and with me is Mex. What's up, dude?
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
What up?
What up?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing.
Tried to cheer. I guess it didn't go.
You what?
Stupid. I tried to go longer, but I guess it didn't go over on the mic. Whatever.
Yeah. Nope.
What's going on, dog? How's it popping? What's
Popping? Popping that pussy. Popping and locking
money
like a robot. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I wish, you know what? I wish I wasn't so skittish when it comes to my butthole, because really I think that's the only way I'm going to make any money.
I was gonna say you want to start putting your feet up on mine, but you jump straight.
Yep, straight
to butthole.
Well, that's where the money's at. So
yeah, I get that.
Yep. Yeah,
interesting.
I need some money.
So I'm actually looking for Rock Simulator online to just escape the world. But besides that,
where you just pretend to be a rock? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
I saw it on Instagram the other day. Rock Simulator 2 has a battle pass.
Nice.
You could be a gold rock.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but you would end up losing to paper. So, anyways.
All right, I love that joke. That was good.
Yeah.
But how's the day, guys? Today is I was gonna say Wednesday. It's not.
It's not Wednesday. No.
It will be when you're listening.
Maybe.
Is that when we still post?
Yeah, we're posting Wednesday, but I mean, maybe they'll listen a different day.
Posting Wednesdays, and they could reach us at what?
The Instagram is where they could reach us.
Number. We lost that, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what the phone number. Like nobody used
Don't hit
it.
that one up anymore, guys.
It would be great, but no, not enough people did it, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not updating my phone and the app.
Any serious questions, inquiries,
suggestions
on the IGs?
Yeah.
I guess suggestions, but we won't give too much of a shit about that. We may have the hottest fans in the world, but there's not a lot of us. Yeah, guys.
It's Hoofhearted.
Go over a few things with Doc on the Hoofhearted podcast.
Yeah, Hoofhearted podcast on Instagram. That's what it is. And then I'm Doc Farted on Instagram. Mex is the _Mexalorian on Instagram. So you can look us up and message us and give us suggestions and whatever. So, but real quick, if you guys paid any attention to the intro the video clip that I played for us.
Oh yeah.
This episode, if you were expecting the Polybius or the video game topic, it's not that. Basically, we are going to be talking about One Piece because we watched the new season and we're like, yeah, we need to talk about it. And it's more.
Unfortunately, we didn't watch it together.
No. Well,
It's
that's
alright,
because
though.
I like to touch
Talk
my
as a lady.
penis whenever I watch any kind of.
You like the what?
I like to touch my penis when I
So
watch
do I,
TV.
dude. It's just be like a group thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Especially when never mind. But yeah, One Piece. The One Piece.
The One Piece, the live action version of the One Piece, because it is an anime and a manga too, correct?
Yes.
Yes, and it has been going on for a long time, and it has how many episodes? The anime?
1,000 something now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. There's no way. There's
Not ridiculous. It's a fun time.
Yeah, but it's been going on a long fucking time. How many years? Like 20 something?
25. Probably 26 or 7 now.
Okay.
So I think the 25th was I mean, because they usually do the anniversaries every 5 years. So I think that was a few years ago.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool.
So 30th's coming up, I think. But yeah, no, over 1,000 episodes, fun time. You could catch up real fast. Trust me on that. Trust me. Just go ahead and watch it, guys.
Real quick though, if you guys are wanting to hear about the Polybius and video games and all that stuff, we are.
Episode.
Yep, that's another episode. I'm gonna do my best to try and get this one out and that one out at the same time, so you'll have two choices. But
what?
If
Don't
not,
give them two choices. They're gonna choose the other one.
They're not gonna choose the other one. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know.
I call them sexy in this. I don't want them to know that.
Okay, fine.
Or
right.
whatever I said. I said something. I
Yeah,
was
you
thinking
said
about
that,
it earlier.
you said that we have the hottest listeners.
Nah, regardless, you guys are getting that episode as well. So
yeah, you will get it.
You guys are gonna.
This
We're
is
not
more
leaving you high and dry on that one.
This is more
We did
topical.
that one episode. We're not doing that anymore.
The what?
We did that one episode. We're not gonna do that anymore.
What one episode?
I think we said we were gonna talk about wrestling, and then we never talked about wrestling.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was funny.
We just talked about bullshit on the episode. But
Yeah.
I love that. That was the whole point.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah. That's not the point on this one.
Nope.
So
We're talking One Piece.
I forgot that we talked about the first season in general.
Yeah, a while back we did when the first season came out.
How are you enjoying the show? Like both seasons, not one or just
The show in general? I think it's great, man. It made me want, when I watched the first season, it made me want to go and watch the anime. And I got through about half of the first episode. And I'm like, nope, can't do it.
Because I was telling my coworker that actually, because they were like, I will never. I just watch the live action, then you're gonna want to. So don't trip on it.
Yeah.
But no, I'm loving it. Loving the first season. I rewatched the first season a little bit before the second season came out. But I'm really loving it.
Yeah, I did. Real quick, I did end up giving a ride to somebody who was a One Piece fan, and I told him, I was like, I tried watching the anime, and I'm like, I didn't like it, and I'm like, how many episodes in before it really starts getting good? And he's like, oh, about 200. I'm like, fuck that, man.
No.
That's what he said. So I'm like, okay.
Some people say Marineford. Some people say like Alabasta. I almost like it from the get, but that's mainly because like Zoro.
Yeah. Okay.
Zoro comes in 3 swords. I'm just like, no, I gotta see this. That's dope.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I might watch it again. I don't
know. So I get why some people, but it's subjective, right? Like it's your choice.
Yeah.
Because some people, like I said, some people will say Marineford is where, because that's the big war in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone would be like, that's the most peak, that's where it gets the best. But some people will say like, because I'm looking at it right now, probably like Water 7 or Alabasta, which is the next live action arc, or arc.
Yeah. I enjoyed the show. I think that
Yeah.
the characters are great.
Yeah.
They're all
And
fun.
everyone is chosen like pretty perfectly, I say.
No, the character, the casting.
Actors.
Yeah.
Yeah. And funny, the funniest thing I've seen so far, and it's off, but Paul Rudd was asked how he feels about his daughter's success, and he said, "I don't even know. That's not my daughter." I never saw the video, but I just read that. I was just like, "That's fucking funny, dude." I think it's probably fake, but it's funny.
Wait.
It was a little clever joke.
Who is his daughter in it?
No, that's like someone Rudd. I
Oh,
forget which one. I
okay.
think it's Nami.
Okay. All right. I was like, what? I didn't
Her
hear
last
about
name
that.
is Rudd, so they were like, "Yeah, like how do you feel about your daughter's success and where's she gonna go?" I don't know. That's not my kid.
I don't know
I
this
think that
girl.
was the quote. So, like I said, if it's fake, that's funny for them. But if it's real, that's even funnier to me. But
That's funny.
so actors, everyone's chosen perfectly. I feel like
Yeah.
so it makes it way 10 times. But it was just like a show put together by Netflix. I don't know.
Dude, you're
I
cutting out.
feel
You're
like he
cutting out,
carries
man.
the. Am,
Yeah, you're
can you
cutting
hear
out
me?
a little bit. Yeah. I can hear you, but it's just
Can you hear me now?
every once in a while you're cutting
Is it
out.
better?
So you were saying it was a show by
Is
Netflix.
it
If
better?
it was, yeah, you're there.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't drifting that far, so that's weird. But if it was a show just by Netflix, you could tell. But
Yeah.
it's a show by like a fan of One Piece,
Hmm.
and Oda is like giving like his okay,
And
throughout.
he's the creator of One Piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
the creator.
Yeah.
So you can really tell like this isn't just like some little thing that they're throwing together. It's like a passion project.
Yeah.
Um,
I think
uh,
what's great about the show is that if you don't know anything about the anime or the manga, you could still enjoy it. If you don't like
Yeah.
anime like at all, you could still enjoy the
That's
show.
why I wanted to know how much you enjoyed it because you don't.
I don't.
Anything anime is you don't really gravitate towards.
No, I don't gravitate towards it. I don't hate it though. That's the thing.
No,
I do
exactly.
know that most anime that they turn into live action is pretty shitty.
Yeah, there's
And
only been a few that I fuck with actually.
yeah, and this is done really well. They've
Really
done
good.
such a good job, and I think that having the creator of it involved so heavily, and then having somebody who is a fan, like you said,
Mhm.
involved as
Really
well.
drives
Like
it.
I think that's what makes it good. So it's I really enjoy
Fantastic.
it. And also too though, I'm a huge fan of like treasure hunting movies and stories. So this is like right up my alley as far as that is concerned. I like Luffy. I like his positive attitude and his like don't fuck with my friends kind of attitude, and I don't know, he's just and then just how he is as a character I think is great. He's like you can't defeat me. So I think it's you know yeah, it's just it's a good TV show,
Yeah,
and it's
it's a good
fun to
story.
watch. It's fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
And all the characters are great. I think that the people who are playing those characters, they've done such a great job. The set design is amazing.
Alright,
Um,
so
the action's great.
speaking of both of those, real quick
Hmm.
before I forget, since you're not like a fan of him or anything, and like, he's one of my favorite characters. What did you think of Chopper? Yes.
Oh, of Chopper.
Yes. And well, more so the big version when he transforms into his like buff version. Because it was kind of dorky.
Yeah.
I'll admit, but I liked it.
I have no problem with it. Why were people talking shit about it?
Yeah, a bunch of people were like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's like he's not cute when he transforms in the manga or anime
Yeah.
into that version. So why are you complaining? He's not cute at all. And yeah, it looks kind of like you could tell it's a suit, but that is something I appreciate more out of that.
Yeah, and then I like that they keep the same voice. So, The voice doesn't change when it gets bigger.
It's not. Well, yeah, it's not supposed to. So
Yeah, so
yeah, I
it's
like
just
that too.
it's funny. I mean, I don't have any problem with it. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm kind of
that's why
glad that
I
they.
want to know. So I'm hoping other people that aren't attached to it don't feel the same way because I've seen it a bit, not a whole lot, but I like the little chibi one, the regular chopper, and then the
Yeah.
big version too. I'm fine with it. But the thing is we're gonna get a giant version. So
Okay. All right. Are we?
yeah.
Are we? Is that actually going to happen? Do you know in the third season when it comes out in 3
I
fucking years?
forgot what arc, but he grows big.
Okay.
So I don't know if he did it in the Drum Island arc or Alabasta. He's supposed to do it at some point. So
Okay.
hopefully we'll see it. And they actually put some, because that's one thing, and I get why people are like, we won't go that far, we won't go to Kaido and Big Mom, because it'll be hard to even design them. But people do it on their free time on YouTube. Shit, like it's doable. The time frame. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I want to go to next. So, what? Because last you said was sets. Did you have anything else to touch on?
Oh, just no. I think that the set design is really good.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything was great. I love the sets. I love their outfits.
Yeah.
And that's
It's
one
just
thing too, because they don't do the outfit of like the same outfit every episode. They have and with yeah, I mean that's some complaints I would see. It's like, what would this outfit be from? Well, it's mainly from like cover art, so you'll never see it in the manga or anime, but you see it in like when you read the mangas,
mhm.
or get the volumes of them.
I just
But
I think that it's
huh?
great. I think that it's great because like you've got people with like over the top hairdos, you got people with over the
Mhm.
top weapons, and so I mean it is like I don't know. It kind of reminds me of how The Mask was, the movie The Mask, how a lot of
Yeah,
things were, but that was also
bit
like
dorky.
a comic book, right? So
Yeah, true.
you know, they're doing a great job and like Dick Tracy, that was also a comic book. They're doing a great job um of
Keeping that feel
keeping yeah,
of
keeping the
a
feel
comic
of a comic
manga
book. Yeah.
story.
And they're doing a great job of not going too over the top. But also too, like, I mean, for me personally, I I don't mind that kind of stuff, right? In
Yeah,
this kind of in
and
this
that's
kind of a
something we'll
show,
see further. I think that's why people won't or wouldn't think that we could go further because it would go over the top further
yeah.
down the line. He gains like Looney Tune powers, so he can make the whole screen move,
Oh,
or,
really?
or like the whole when he's fighting someone, the whole island will like bounce if he's bouncing.
Okay.
It's really crazy on manga and anime format, but definitely it would be hard to do in live action. You wouldn't be able to do it. I don't. I'm sure it costs them a lot. Netflix, they wouldn't spend the money for it. But what were you saying? Sorry.
No, no, I just the whole finding that balance between too over the top and then just enough, and then also like satisfying fans, and
Hmm.
then making sure that you're not alienating people who aren't fans. Who it's such a fine line that they have to walk. Right, it's a
Yeah.
tightrope that they're having to walk, and I think they're doing a fantastic job. So I think that if you haven't seen the TV series yet, I think that you should,
Hmm.
because it's just fun. It's just a fun show to watch. The characters are great, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, there's so many. A lot of times for me, I feel like a lot of TV shows try to be too serious, and movies they try to be too serious, and then there's just something that's unbelievable about them, and it throws me. It totally takes me out of the show. And I'm like, this is just dumb. I just don't like it. Some things are too cornball, too cookie cutter, too whatever. And I'm like, that's not realistic at all. And it gets me out of the show. But this one, they do a great job of, I mean, it's an unbelievable place anyways. It's a fantasy world. So everything is made up anyways. So I don't know. They just do such a good job. And it's highly entertaining. It's fun to watch. It's got its funny moments. And I don't know. I really like it. I like it a lot. I mean, out of like on a score of 1 through 10, the first season, from what I remember, I didn't rewatch it yet, but I probably will. From what I remember, I would have given that a 7 out of 10. And then, and I'm usually pretty critical of what I would rate things. Like it has to be absolutely perfect to get a 10. The
Yeah.
second season, I seriously would give it like an 8.5. Like I liked the second season so much. Um, it was just great. And like when they end up going to the dinosaur island, I thought that was fantastic. You know,
That was a great
yeah,
episode.
yeah, it was a good episode. And then you're talking about like them going over the top with like Big Mama or whatever, and then but they had those big fucking those
They
big
had the
ogres.
giants.
Yeah, the big yeah
That was
the giants. Yeah.
introduction. So I really feel like they could pull off just makeup, prosthetics, and
Mhm.
we'll have. I'll show you those characters later. I
I've
don't
seen
want to take
Big
too much
Mama.
on it.
I've
You've seen
seen
them?
I've seen Big Mama.
They're
Yeah,
Big Mom is just a human that's
yeah,
almost a giant. So that
yeah.
one's easy. Kaido is like part Oni, so he has horns, but he has a devil fruit that turns him into a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So that part's a little rough because
Oh,
he could
okay.
do a mix of human or Oni dragon. So it'd be like him regular plus dragon form. So I could see why, and it's that part's over the top. But if you like something so much, fucking go for it.
Yeah.
And I guess where we want to go next, because you were saying someone mentioned Ennis Lobby as the final season, and that kind of pisses me off.
Well, I mean in the one of the videos that we had watched, me and you, they
Mhm.
talked about how it's taking 3 years to make between the first season and the second season. By the time they're done with everything, like all the characters are going to be in
And
their
some of these
50s.
actors, and if these guys are in the club, so if these guys are in the club, they're gonna look that age for a while. We're good.
Yeah, but that's
You know
not.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I know what you're saying. Baby blood. No, but speaking of loose buttholes, huh?
What the fuck?
You talk-
Say blood.
Yeah. No, I'm sure
I
they've been
mean,
on a
they did that
casting
too,
couch.
but
And they've been on a casting couch. But no, but the thing is a lot of all these fucking TV shows that are on these streaming networks, they've got to fucking rein in the amount of time between seasons. Cause like
well, I think they started filming because they didn't have like too much faith the first season. I feel like
yeah,
so as soon as they got greenlit for 2 and 3, I think they've been filming like consecutively. And
yeah,
then besides that, they also are doing this thing of letting the crew like hang out after and before like recording season, so they kind of get like the family bond, you know.
hmm
So they're doing that too, which is, I mean, it's cool. It kind of hypes up the show a little more. I feel like if they're posting stuff, but um,
when
yeah, I feel like they're doing the movie type thing where it's like if it's part 2 and 3 right now, they're recording, but then also a few arcs after the Ennis Lobby is a time skip, so they can look a few years older after that. I
yeah.
feel like.
But you look okay, so you look at Lord of the Rings, the trilogy of Lord of the Rings. They filmed all 3 movies like back to back to back.
Back.
So and it
Yeah.
took like a year. It was grueling. I'm sure it was. Cuz
Mhm.
I mean, I know people are like, oh, they're just actors, they got easy jobs, but they're
It's time
doing
consuming.
they're doing stuff for I mean, they're working like 12, 13-hour days, right?
Mhm.
Like a lot of
I'm
times
pretty sure all those at least the One Piece guys, they're doing their own stunts and shit. So
Yeah.
there's more training
Yeah,
involved.
possibly, yeah. But even like take that aside, like they're long days. I mean,
Mhm.
let's be real, they're long days, and so to do that for a year, it is tiring for sure, right?
Yeah,
You're away from your
yeah.
family, you're away from home, you're having to be a different person than who you are. You're playing pretend for a long time, and that's difficult. So I get
Yeah.
that. But the thing is, though, is that I mean, if they're putting out they've got to do a better job of at least give us two seasons, like record 2 seasons back to back.
I
And
think at least like this part, because they have to go straight into the next season. So like the next arc,
yeah.
um, because of what how it ended. Not necessarily like recording wise or anything, but I think that's why they were like, well, I mean, we're already making the fucking sets and shit, like let's just keep going.
Well, yeah,
That,
and
not
yeah.
necessarily like that, but I'm just saying that from what I've heard, they're recording consecutively now,
Okay, because
instead
Stranger
of the
Things,
3 year
this
difference. Because yeah, that fucking sucks.
Stranger
But what?
Things, yeah, like my wife, who's a huge Stranger Things fan, was like,
Mhm.
she was almost like, I'm just gonna watch it because I've already watched the other ones. She's like, I don't even give a fuck. If I didn't like the show so much, I wouldn't even care. If I didn't already feel so invested, we wouldn't have even watched the last season because it took them
Yeah,
so fucking long, and that's the other thing too. Like, I don't know, you forget everything about the last
yeah.
season. And I understand you could rewatch it, but it's like, and they're doing the kind of the same thing with this one show that we watched called From, where uh it's been like I think 2 years or a year since the last season. And it's like
Uh-huh.
this is too fucking long. And then you give us you give us only 8 episodes.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And when they used to do TV shows, it was 22 episodes in a season, right? Now, I will say that a lot of those shows did not have the same kind of set design, did not have the same kind of special effects, and the stories weren't as good. They were really like cookie cutter, very simple, very easy shows, right? And then they would come out, they would end that 22 episode and then the next year you end up getting the next season, so it wasn't that big a deal. But it's just, I don't know, man. I really do hope that they are working on the third season right now, and that it'll be out, if not by the end of the year, but the beginning of next year, because
Yeah.
it's just, yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, I thought they were doing every year, every other year, or some shit.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely hope it's like every year. Because
Yeah.
as much as I don't want them to age too fast and be done with it, I want to see the series too. So
Yeah.
will be completely different. Let's see. This article says they're planning 12 seasons. Blah blah blah.
Wait, 12 seasons?
I doubt that's real.
Nah, there's no way. I could see them doing 5.
You see, if they did 5, it would lead because we're already at Alabasta, and then because that's a pretty lengthy arc, we could do that in one season.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're paying for the actors like Joe and I mean for everyone, for one, everyone else, but who else is fucking?
I don't know
I'm
who's
just trying to
fucking.
think who's the big bads in that arc. It's just the crocodile. So it's Joe Manganiello or whatever his name is. Um, you know who I'm talking about?
No.
He's
Who's
from
that?
Magic Mike.
I don't. I don't
Oh, I
know.
thought you knew
What?
that one.
I
Fuck, what's
don't.
he in? God damn it. Because he was Deathstroke in
Oh,
Justice League
I know
first.
who you're talking about. Yeah, he's a
Okay.
dude. He is like he's a super nerd, dude. Like
Yeah, so he's Crocodile in the next season. He's
oh,
the big
really?
bad.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're paying for him, that's the whole season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a pretty good lengthy arc, like I said. So that's gonna be the whole third season, and then after that would be Jaya and Skypiea, that's a good arc. I hope it's the whole season, and then the fifth would be where that video said to end it. but that part is like pinnacle to the next like wars and like even the story. So it's like, why would you end it on the crew telling the government, "Fuck off, we're going to war with you"? Like you don't end it on that part. Then you go to war. Maybe we'll end it at 6 or 7, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll go that far. Maybe they'll go 7.
And then
7
besides that,
seasons.
because you remember in this season, because one of my favorite episodes was, I mean, I think it's no the second, with Laboon, the whale.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So they introduce Brooke, the black dude with the afro, singing to Laboon with the violin.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke is one of the future members of the Straw Hats.
Oh
Spoiler
really?
alert, my
Okay.
bad. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's all right. Spoilers, no big deal.
he's a skeleton because he ate a devil fruit.
Ah, okay.
So when he died, his soul couldn't come back to him because that was part of his devil fruit's power. His soul, he gets like a redo,
Okay.
and his body decomposed before his soul could get there.
Got it.
So he's now a skeleton, and the only way that he'll be able to get recognized by Laboon is with his afro because his afro is still there.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
But so I think that we're gonna see a lot more stuff like that. We're gonna see them fill in. So like Alabasta, how they're gonna fill out the whole season would be giving us Nico Robbins' backstory
Okay.
and like stuff that's happened to her because she's. If you remember, I think we saw her wanted poster.
Yeah.
The picture was of her as a child. She's
Okay.
been
Yeah.
wanted for that price since she was a kid.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we'll get her backstory a lot more, which will cut out more shit that we'll have to find out later down the line, meaning that we'll be able to squinch more seasons together, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because they won't be like, oh, we'll have to learn about this now. And no, we already did that.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're doing is they're gonna start filling us in. Like there's another fishman that we'll see in the future. Maybe we'll start seeing some shit about his past because he dealt with Arlong, the villain from the first season. And then he's a character that we'll see in a future season if we get it, obviously, but he's not a main character until way down the line.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's my hopes. They'll cut shit so we could see stuff faster and see more.
Yeah.
So we'll get the whole story, but we won't get 12 seasons.
Yeah. I mean, and so far, like, how have they done cutting things down?
I think phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
we got to yeah, pretty much all of the East Blue until Logetown, which was the first episode of the second season. But to have that in the second season is great because you get to start out seeing Zoro get his swords. You see Dragon, which is the guy that saved Luffy from Smoker.
Mm-hmm.
You want a spoiler on that one?
No, let's
So I don't
not.
know if
Let's
we'll
not.
see it.
Let's not get too many
Okay.
spoilers in there.
Okay, because that
So
one's fucking great. And then to have him talk, that was awesome, dude.
yeah.
But so we see that so everything's gonna be just amazing, man. It's
Yeah.
sorry, I had a brain fart because I was wanting to do that, but
That's okay. I mean,
good. It's great.
we should
Everything's
probably
been good. I love it.
Okay, we should probably wrap it up because
Yeah.
we're about we're over the 30-minute mark. So
last thing, last
Okay.
fucking thing, because well, you know Karate Kid, the Cobra Kai,
which one?
the
'Cause-
TV show. Sorry.
Yeah, what
TV
about
show.
it? Cobra Kai, yes.
Main kid's gonna be in the next season.
Oh, okay. All right
Do you
then.
know about that?
No idea. I haven't watched Cobra Kai, so
You haven't watched Cobra Kai?
no. I watched
You gotta
it.
watch that. That'll be another show we talk about.
Believe it or not, it was actually I've watched the first part of the first season when it was on YouTube Red. So like
That's
I had
where I first saw it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and then I get you. It got
Yes.
sold.
And after that
Yeah, well, now it's done. Just go watch it.
Okay,
They have a
yeah.
movie and out and everything too.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I probably will because I mean, I liked the movies when I was a kid. So, but there was one question. There was one question that I wanted to ask you, and then we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
as a diehard fan, because I know that One Piece is your favorite anime, correct?
It's my favorite long running, I guess, because there's a few that are like, forever lasting. Dragon Ball. I feel like Sailor Moon's going. They're reamping a few old ones.
Hmm.
But I would definitely say it's my favorite long running just because it's expansive without having like reboots.
Okay. And
Or so it's like one story and so many fucking characters. It's great.
are you a
But
fan of the manga as well?
I haven't read the whole thing. I need to,
Okay.
but I've read from Wano, which was one of the last big storyline.
Okay.
But and I mean it's only gone like 200 chapters since I started reading it.
Okay.
I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to read the whole thing.
But as a fan of both
Mhm.
the manga and of the anime,
Oh,
how, like, obviously you like this. How close are they and to those two things? And then um and then also, like, how well have they done, uh like, what's the right word, compressing it, like, making the story compact and making it like
for like the
palatable
live
for,
action.
yeah, how good have they done compressing the
So,
story into it, and then
uh,
how close is it to the original content? Because I know you like it, but a lot of
mhm.
times they cut out so much that you're like, I like it, but it's not hitting those right notes. So I'm just curious, like, how well have they done uh with with this live action?
Mm, I mean, honestly, I feel like less cutting because instead of like us seeing something, they'll kind of just briefly mention it.
Okay.
Um, or we'll see the whole like part like for Zoro when we see him like take the sword after his friend died.
Hmm.
We get that whole thing. But also for Zoro, we don't see him fight the first uh that number 7 guy at the first part of the in season 1.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah.
the Baroque's member that tries to offer him a
Yeah.
way into the in Baroque work.
Yeah.
We don't see that in the manga or anime. We just get told
Okay.
that they offered him a position at one point.
Yeah, they talked about it in the
So I
live
think,
action,
huh?
but they didn't show. Did they show him fighting him?
Yeah, in the first season, he
Oh,
kicked his
see,
ass.
yeah,
That's,
I don't
he
remember
really
it. Yeah.
doesn't lay down because there's a black guy, and every one of Zoro's main villains that he fights in the manga and in the anime is all like darker skinned.
Oh, that's
So
kind of
everyone's like,
fucked
"Man,
up.
Zoro's racist. How is he my favorite character?" Dude, I was at an event and this black guy was like telling me that, and I was like, "Yeah, but I mean, let's be real. Aren't they asking him to fight? Like, aren't they like challenging him for the most part? We have Don, the like Mr. One, who's a swordsman. He's challenging him. The last guy is challenged him, or they're fucking up a whole environment, so they're asking for it. So I mean, it's kind of like a no one's really a winner here." And he was like, "Oh, you're right. You're right."
It's not like he's going out of his way. Like he's not. He doesn't
Yeah,
have,
he's
like,
not
yeah,
going out of his way, but he's kind of like, this guy's really strong. Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
But, so that's a funny
Observation.
fucking well meme out of the show, out
Oh
of the
yeah,
whole story.
gotcha.
Uh, but it's like they're villains. Like, why are you mad about it? But yeah, so I really feel like because I mean the question was more like, are they adapting it well enough, right?
Yeah,
I I mean I think so, but they're also keeping it very grounded and like, oh, this you could do that like in the world. Like, oh, that's yeah, that's more realistic is what I'm trying to say.
okay, gotcha. So they're
Yeah.
they're doing a good job of keeping it not too, like, outrageous.
anime.
Yeah, anime-ish and manga-ish.
I feel like at least some
Okay.
people. I mean, because obviously, he has to stretch his arms. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So
they
there's
don't
gonna be
overdo
these
it.
powers, but you can't really be upset about that.
Yeah.
It's-
But they don't overdo it. That's the thing. Like, I mean, yeah.
No,
So
I
it's
feel
cool.
like they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wait until we get to the next few seasons. But another thing, because I've been telling people for a while, like the whole time. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but is people when I talk to them about it, they're like, I don't know, I don't want to start that. And it's like, well, or I don't know if I like it. You know, well, did you like any Fantastic Four movie and any Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
And they'll tell me yes to both. I'm like, combine it, you got One Piece.
Yeah.
Go watch it, give it a shot. And they're like, all right, fine. So
I really think people should. Like, I mean, the listeners out there, if you haven't watched it, I think that you should watch it. I think that you should watch it. It is a fun show. That's the best, like, one word to describe it: fun. And there's not a lot of fun shows out there. Yeah, it's one of those where I know that we binge watch a lot of TV now. Like, we'll wait for a whole season to come out and then we go ahead and watch it. Like, if they come out at once a week, or if it's all released at once, then we watch it. But this is actually a show that's fun to watch and binge, where some of them you're like, I need to stop. The only reason why I stopped watching this is because I didn't have enough time to watch it. Like, I had to do things. But once I was done doing whatever I had to do, I went right back to watching it. It's a lot. It's honestly a fun show.
After I watched the last episode, I was like, I'm gonna rewatch it, and I just started watching the first episode again.
Yeah, and I want to rewatch. And the only reason why I didn't rewatch the first season is because I wanted to get right into the second one. I'm like, I couldn't wait. Like, I wanted to get into it. So, yeah, man, it is so much fun, and I probably will now go back and rewatch the first season and then watch the second one again. It's just a lot of fun. You guys should watch it.
No, I had to rewatch the scene of him getting Zoro getting his swords. So,
well, that is your favorite character, so I get it. But, yeah. Anyways, all right. So we should wrap this up because we've gone over our time limit, and I want to try to keep that. But real quick, before we, as we're playing the music here, do you have any last words regarding anything? Doesn't have to necessarily be One Piece. Do you have any last words for anything?
Zoro's not racist? I don't know.
I know I always put you on the spot, but
yeah. No, I need to think of it more. The last one was better.
You're fine.